When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Knights will put toe together and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Baylor's offense will have first crack at this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Hits the open man. Turning on the Jets. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Baylor!
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UCF's offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Brown wants to pass, using the quick game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Crosses the 30, he's got away.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On the move. Running into the open space. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw. It's Weckman. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. The give from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a hit. They get to him as he throws.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll run play action. Got a man, it's Warren. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Bears look to do some damage in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Turner. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Bears! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Brown will throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jenkins. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hand.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Going over the top. Brings it in down the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody.
Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Fires into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Baylor! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown.
Out there by the tight end. Easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, he's got a chance. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver comes in motion. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it's incomplete on third down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with the skill position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the inside.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Hawk, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Complete with conviction on the crosser. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Buys a little time. He'll take a shot. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened? And what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
That run. All probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Hughes. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, UCF! A great catch and run for 6. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Utah State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defense, defenses. It really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Turner. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The Bears are marching down the field. Looking for a gap, it's Turner. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bears!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Hughes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Knights will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Cradles it at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good. The hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Warren. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Defense playing a bail technique. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field the punt and take it back. The solid return there offsets some. Yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Might be calling a hot route. White going to attack through the air. He's taking the shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Bears with the 1st and 10. Turning it on! The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Baylor! And the route is on. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle.
Ucf 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown will throw it. Works the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going for it all. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that's...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it, looking for a first. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He might want another play. White wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
UCF 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He leaves it with his back. Makes him talk to the hand. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.